Good afternoon. I'd like to start by asking you a few questions. I'd like you to silently answer them. Please be as honest as you can. Do you respect people from other cultures as equal human beings? Do you think of yourself as a citizen of the world? Do you think that immigrants should have all the same rights that everyone else in a country has? These are some of the questions from the Assessment of Global Competence developed by the OECD's Program for International Student Assessment, also known as PISA. If you found it challenging to answer these questions, imagine the tens of thousands of 15-year-old students across the globe who sat for this assessment last year in 2018. My thesis focuses on three aspects of this assessment. First, I look at what it means to be globally competent. A review of the literature shows that global competence is variously understood. Definitions include being aware of global issues, understanding the cultural other, being multilingual, being able to work effectively in multicultural environments. Second, I'll look at the process of standardizing and quantifying this complex concept and stabilizing it in one assessment, the PISA 2018. For my interview with the test developers, I trace how global competence has been made measurable and comparable across diverse political, economic, social, cultural contexts. Third, while the questions are standardized and simplified, students are not. So I take this assessment to 3 schools in Victoria and explore what occurs when the assessment, which embody and carry the coded scripts of global competence, meet a diverse range of 15-year-old students. Preliminary data from my research show that these students have a multiplicity of global competence practices, not all of which have been inscribed into this assessment. So students may be assessed as being more or less globally competent than they are. Now, these findings are significant because international large-scale assessments, especially PISA, have reconfigured the ways that national education systems are being evaluated, including shaping what are considered valued outcomes in education. Just as PISA definitions of reading and numeracy have come to be inscribed into policies, so too might this particular view of PISA, of global competence. Understanding how particular views are shaped is important because the way that we see and understand the world impact the way that we behave within the world and the way that we act upon the world. Thank you.